Hey ho, which one is this? It's number 4. Weekly Lesson 4. Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Spencer Crandall. I like long walks on the beach, a well-wrapped Chipotle burrito, and I like you because you're watching this video. So welcome back to the Weekly Western. This week we have a bunch of fun stuff to talk about. So let's just dive right into it. We like to play a game here. That's not how we start. How do we start?
The gold, yeah, that's a gold.
Is it the gold cactus buffalo? Did we not say anything else before?
It's horseshoe.
Or horseshoe?
Give me a buffalo.
Nah, it's horseshoe. Okay, let's jump into it. Gold cactus horseshoe. My last week was crazy. This is gonna happen sometimes. My gold is also my cactus this week, which is like traveling. I love that I get to travel and I got to play 5 shows in 5 days in 5 states, which is incredible. Unfortunately with that, it just leads to like a lot of, 6 a.m. wake-up calls. I threw my back out last week. I was literally like on stage like with a giant knot in my back just trying to like get through the set. So it's not as glamorous of a life or a job as a lot of people think. It's, to play 5 shows in 5 days in 5 states, New York to Chicago to Virginia to Colorado to California, it takes a ton of travel. It takes a lot of money to fly the guys around, and as an independent artist, those are resources, time and money, and physical health and all these things, mental health. Like when you don't sleep a lot and your whole week was just one thing, it gets really tiresome. But it's also the best part because it's the only way for me to get out there and meet you guys. So it's like my favorite part of my last week is that I got to meet so many of you guys, got to play these awesome sets in front of fans who might have not seen us before, which is awesome. And also my cactus was kind of the same thing, which is to get there, you have to travel a lot. We had to travel every single morning. I was on a flight, and so it just is very taxing. Let's see. My horseshoe? My horseshoe would be, I started rewatching the Lord of the Rings movies. So like back to the planes, right? There's only so many podcasts or whatever that you can listen to on a plane. So eventually I made my way to the Southwest movie section, in which I found all 3 Lord of the Rings movies on there. So I finished 2 of them, which is about 7 hours worth of movie. That tells you how much I've been traveling. Started the 3rd one and then had to buy it when I got home. It's only on Apple TV, so I had to pay $15 just to watch the last Lord of the Rings movie. I digress. The point is, I freaking love those movies, and I forgot how like well written and well directed and all that stuff is, and like I don't need to go into a Lord of the Rings tangent here, but I'm just a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Not a lot of people would probably know that about me. I love, I grew up on a few things like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and stuff like that. So I might look like a cool guy, but I'm not a cool guy. Yeah, that's my gold, cactus, and horseshoe. Yeah. The gold is the cactus this week. Yeah. That will probably happen from, a lot, where it's like the best part is also the hardest part. And so that's the reality of it. When I was thinking of it this morning, I was like, I think it's one and the same. I think the gold is the cactus and the cactus is the gold this week. And that's not me complaining. That's just me being vulnerable and honest and all things. Let's see. Next is questions. Let's get to some questions. From Jeffrey, my manager. Let's get into it. Junkfood_Jordan asks, what's your favorite Justin Timberlake song? That's like asking someone who their favorite child is. So just know that this kills me to pick one. I'm gonna say Mirrors. I think Mirrors is one of the best songs of all time, of all genre. Yeah, it just does something to me. It unlocks something, and I feel very inspired by it. Production-wise, sonically, melodically, and it's just like a beautiful, seminal, cinematic love song. So I love Mirrors, and we play it a lot in our set. If you've seen the last few tours, that's kind of what we end our shower medley with. So if that says anything. At Paige_Woot. Hi, Paige. Asks, picture your perfect day. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? I love that question. Every time I think about this, I'm usually like in Colorado. I'm with like these same 4 or 5 families that I grew up with, like the Stanleys and the Cressmans. I was just at Matthew Stanley's wedding last week, which is crazy. And we're usually like camping and playing like volleyball or spike ball or on a hike or just golfing or something outside, where like I'm just with people that I love all day, doing something fun, like an activity or like a sport or a game. And we usually end it with like a campfire. I usually get peer pressured into singing songs, but it's fun because I'm just singing cover songs. People are like, oh, what? Play this, and I'm learning them on the fly and doing s'mores, telling stories, and you stay up late, you look at the stars. It's very like, it's cliche for a reason. Those days are, I think, the ones that you kind of remember the most. It's not the one that although I love my job, it's not the one where I'm like making TikToks in my car or whatever. Like when I think of a perfect day, I'm with people I love and I'm usually outside. Cass175 asks, why invite people into your stadium tour goal process? Love that you do. Just curious. I want to invite people into it because, for a few reasons. One, I think the coolest part of following your favorite artist is when they let you in to who they are and what they want and why they want it. It's very hard for me to connect with artists that do the like removed thing. Like I'm the artist and you're the fan and like I don't let you in. And I think the goal of playing a stadium comes from me asking myself if I could do anything in the world, anything, what do I think is the most fun? Kind of like the question I just answered, right? Like if I could do the most fun day in my life, if I could have the most fun job, it's like playing songs to people who love me and those songs. And I think the stadium is much bigger than the artist. Like when you go see Kenny Chesney, he's the vessel in which everyone experiences this like oneness and this deep connection through songs and through stories. So I just want to be the vessel, and to experience that together, we need people to fill up the stadium. And so I want people to come on that journey with me, and I want people to go, I was there from the beginning. I think that's also really cool to let people have the opportunity to see me at the 200 cap, the 1200 cap, the 10,000 cap. Then when we make it to the stadium, it's just such a cooler process, and we all want to say that we found somebody from the get. Why invite people into your stadium tour goal process? I think another part of it is I want people to know the process of what goes into it, because if I could actually do that and document the entire process, how inspiring potentially could it be for, even if it's just one person, they're in their college dorm room and they're like, oh, I want to do music, I want to get to a stadium. They could go and watch all these weekly westerns. They could go to my TikTok, they could go to my Instagram stories and watch me talk about it, talk about the pitfalls and things to avoid. Like, I've never seen anybody do that, and I think that would be really valuable to me. So that's another part of it that I think would be really, really cool. Serena1183 says, when singing or hearing What Do We Do Now, do you get crazy memories or sad memories? Or do you get sad? Yeah, sometimes. Like there's sometimes where I kind of just like block out what I'm singing. I almost just kind of like am blacked out. Not like drunk or anything, but just like you just black out when you're on stage. There's like two brains. You have your brain that's like kind of just like singing and dancing and doing your thing, and then there's a brain that's like processing or actually thinking about what you're saying or what you're seeing. Sometimes I'm so locked into the present moment, but sometimes I'm really thinking about the lyrics. And yeah, like sometimes I'll just be like, I wonder what that person's up to. Like it's a very natural thing to do when you write a song and it means a lot to you. So I definitely there's a really, really, really cool, potentially a music video coming with that song. And there's a really, really cool place where that music video is going to get debuted, which I'll share with you all very shortly. And that music video is really like a good representation of what I feel and think when I play that song. So I can try to explain it even more, but I think I'm just going to leave it at wait till you see this video that we made. It's really incredible. I've never done a music video because I always think they can turn out like cheesy. And this is like actually a really cool piece of art that I think encapsulates what I want to say with that song. So be on the lookout. It might be sooner than you think. What do we do now? Music video? I don't know. I can't. No. Okay. Any new fire music dropping soon? Okay. I can't give you all the details of this, but there is music coming way sooner than you think. And it is a part of a greater thing. The reason why I'm being so like discreet and coded is because once this thing gets going, it's not gonna stop. From like July to October, this entire project that I've been teasing to you guys is gonna be coming out, and it tells this really greater story. It's not just like 4 random songs. You really need to pay attention and follow along, because it's gonna tell this incredible story, which I think is all of our story, of, you know, kind of like the pursuit of a life well lived. That will all be told over the course of these kinds of chapters that will be coming out. I've already said too much. The point is, July through October, buckle up, because you're literally going to get so much new music, and that music's going to have this meaning and deeper context to the greater story in which I'll be telling the rest of the year. So, July, you'll have something new on your Spotify or on your iTunes or on your Pandora or your YouTube, or insert DSP here. And I'm very excited. I mean, everybody says this when they talk about new music, but like, by far and away, the best music I've ever made, the most excited I've been about music, the most raw and like vulnerable and real music that I've ever made. And like I said, there's a lot of it, and it really, not just like in a, I just want to put out a bunch of stuff. Like, the music has meaning in it, and it points to this greater story. So I hope that excites you. Make sure to follow along. I digress. Last question here. Danielle Hayes Hoodlum asks, fall tour, question mark? We are locking in some really, really cool shows for the fall. Part of that will be announced kind of around the project, and we really want to make it like a really special, different show. We've kind of been playing the same show from the My Person tour, and then there's like kind of the smaller version of that in the Lauren Elena set, and now I feel like with all this new music and this next era, this next version, Spencer 2.0, there is this like entire brand new show that's coming that I really don't want you guys to miss out on. So there will be a bunch of shows. I'll have more information there, but just know the fall tour is going to be really, really, really special. And it's not, again, I don't think this album or project is going to be anything like you've ever heard, and I don't think these shows are going to be like anything you've ever seen, especially in country music. So get excited. Get excited. That is a good segue into the weekly Western update, which is where I kind of keep you guys updated on new music. I have been in that stage of like finalizing mixes and masters, and so we're finally submitting some like new stuff, which means it's coming very, very soon. I just really want to like reiterate this point, which is like, make sure to text me, make sure to follow on TikTok, to follow on Instagram, because there's something that's coming that like is a massive shift, and you'll feel it, and I want you guys to be a part of it, and I want this to be like a conversation and this thing that when we're done, we're all like, holy cow, like we actually just did that together. So that is kind of this should be like the last weekly Western update where I have to be like cryptic or coded anyway. What do we do now? Music video. Gave you that. Brand new songs in July. That's confirmed. And then I am flying out to Arizona this week to shoot a bunch of content for those songs and even more songs, and to tell this big story. So just know that we are like in the final finishing stages and touches of getting you this music, getting you this story. So I'm pumped. I think you guys are gonna be like, oh, he was teasing this thing for so long. And my goal is that by the end of it, you're like, whoa, okay, we get it. We really understand why he was so precious about it. Because I think this is like an evergreen project that I'm working on, something that hopefully for years to come, we all can enjoy this story, and like go back to it with just as much love, if not more, with time. So to do that, I just want to be really like calculated and intentional. And so we're doing that. I've again, like I said, even the visuals, the pictures that we're getting, the micro content, everything is like really dialing in and pointing towards this one thing, this one story that I think is all of our stories. And so it's coming soon. That's your weekly Western update. And this is another weekly Western. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We want to give away the merch to the person who texted. Last week's merch giveaway keywords were highway fire. Jennifer Masters, you are the winner. So shoot me a text. If you see this, I'm texting you right now. You win merch. Boom. Texted. So Jennifer wins this week. Last week's Weekly Western merch bundle giveaway. This week, if you text me the words, I'm wearing shorts and I never wear shorts in these, but I'm out of laundry. So if you text me the words short shorts, I'll pick somebody and send them some merch. Make sure to give your gold, cactus, and horseshoe in the comments. We love reading those, and I'm gonna try to respond to more comments today. Text me what you've been up to with the word short shorts, and I'm gonna pick people to get free merch. And then, yeah, that's really it. That's really it. Like, subscribe, comment. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And this is kind of the last little section where I get to say, you know, you don't know quite what this means, but you will soon. So, very soon, I get to spill all the beans. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching these, for real. It means the world. I love that, like, I'm getting a ton of comments about how you guys are really getting to know me more, getting to, like, feel like there's, like, a different side of me. So I really love that. Yeah, see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.